All right, good morning, everybody. As you can see, I am probably not here if you're watching this video, so I did want to film today's mini lesson for you. So, this is tied to goal 4, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, and this has to do with finding shades of meaning in words. So, we've done a little work about shades of meaning last week when we did our word study activity, but this is going to specifically apply to your book club book. What I did for the strategy was that I found a word or a phrase that really stood out to me. So, in One for the Murphys, in the flashback scene where Carly is fighting with her stepfather Dennis, she describes it as a suicide mission. So, kind of like what we did last week, I found some synonyms for suicide mission, and they were death wish, self sacrifice, and doomed for failure. So, I did this with a term, but you can also do this with a single word as well and find synonyms for that, okay? And then the next part is that I incorporated my thinking into this, and I thought to myself, which one of these words fits best and why? So, I thought suicide mission was a pretty strong word to use, but I didn't think it was entirely the most accurate. I did feel, however, that self-sacrifice was the best one. So I kind of did this in a long write, so I wrote, while I understand that Carly felt that making Dennis mad was a suicide mission, I believe the term self-sacrifice is better. She did this to protect her mother from being hurt, which is exactly what self-sacrifice is. So I chose this simply because I think it was more accurate than suicide mission. So the steps that I took in doing this is I picked a word or phrase that caught my eye, which was suicide mission. I find synonyms for it. So when I did this, the first thing I did was kind of like in the activity before, where I thought of the ones off the top of my head, and then I did a little research on my Chromebook to find out what other synonyms existed. And then the last one was I wrote out an explanation for what word or phrase fits best. Okay, so I know a lot of you have been saying that there hasn't been enough for goal 4, so here's a strategy for you. Okay, so feel free to utilize it. Can't wait to see it in your notebooks.